So we may have actually found the absolute best app for slow travel. And we're going to tell you about it today. Hi, welcome to the groovy adventures of Jeff and Sonny. I'm Jeff, and this is
I'm Sonny.
obviously. And our groovy adventure is simplifying early retirement and slow travel. Today we're going to talk about maybe the one essential app you need that really helps you keep track of all of the moving parts that are involved in slow travel. We've, first of all, I'm going to say we're not being sponsored via this app in any way. We just found it, and it's
Love
been
it.
yeah, it's been great for all of our travels. So yeah, we just thought we'd share it with you. So what is the app? Instead of stringing you along and waiting until the end, as some people on YouTube do, we're going to tell you the app is called TripIt. And TripIt helps you keep track of everything from visa requirements in different countries, your airline, your hotel reservations.
Information around the city,
Yeah.
around where you're staying.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, it does a lot. If you don't have the app, then you end up going to places like you have to go to the travel.state.gov, I think is what it's called, and find out your safety information, your visa information, and then you have to go to you have to have an airline app to track your tickets after you purchase them, or get online to do that. Same thing with the hotel. You have to have a hotel app.
Either that, or
keep
you're
confirmation numbers.
keeping all the stuff in your notes app
And
or
notes.
whatever.
And this keeps it all in one place for you. So there's two versions. There's a free version and a paid version. We found that the paid version was worth it. It's $50 roughly a year. But we'll first tell you about the free version.
Yeah, the free version. It's great just for tracking your trips, and everything's all in one place. It creates an itinerary for you, which is really nice, so you kind of know what's coming, and you can be ready for that stuff.
It organizes by date and time. It tells you when you're going to check in to the hotel. It does all that stuff. I think we could probably put some screenshots up on the video too that kind of show what the itinerary looks
Yes.
like.
A lot of confidence in my editing abilities.
I do.
We'll see about that.
It also, between different devices, so I can keep it on my phone, or I can look at it on my iPad, or you could look at it on the computer. It pulls from your inbox.
I think that's what's cool. Like
Your email?
your email, when you get a confirmation from
Yeah.
a hotel or something, it just automatically grabs it and puts it in TripIt.
Yep, organizes it into your trip for you.
I think it's like magic.
And it can sync with your calendar. You can put it in there, and if you would like.
It stores important travel information like confirmation numbers. You
So
can
when
share
you get
you
to
can
the
share it with
hotel.
other people so that they can know what your itinerary is. Those nosy parents and whatnot that want to know where you're at all the time. And it finds places near your hotel, places to eat and things like that.
It shows a safety score of the neighborhood, so you kind of know where your hotel is and how safe it is to go out at different times.
And it's got airport and terminal maps, so you
That
can kind of
one's nice.
scout things out and find out like where the nice lounges are and all that kind of stuff.
Right. And where you're going once you get there. If you're in a hurry, you kind of can look at the map and find out where you're going.
And that's all in the free version, so
Yep.
you get a lot just out of the free version. For the paid version, it sends you flight alerts, like if your flight changes or a gate changes or something like that. Just like, if you had like the United app and you're flying United, but this way you don't have to have an app for each airport or each airline, and it all consolidates it into one app.
It can monitor fare refunds. I haven't ever dealt with that, so I don't know what that exactly entails, but that's
But
one of the...
I like the sound of refunds.
You're right, right. It can find alternate flights for you if you need it to. If something happened, and it can find alternate flights for you.
Reminds you to check in for your flight.
It sends you a
which is
reminder.
nice.
Yeah, and you just click on the check-in button. It takes you right to where you need to go. You don't have to then go, oh, I need to check in, and then go back to the app. You just click on it, and it takes you right there for you.
And it says, go now to the airport. It really does.
It tells you what time to get to the airport. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
reminders on your terminal and your gates,
gate,
which we
yeah.
already talked about. It can navigate you. The paid version will navigate you through the airport if you need it to do that. The other one just shows you the map, but this one will actually navigate you through the airport.
Which is nice if you're in some country where they don't speak English and maybe they don't have their signs in English and you're trying to find your way through this airport.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice.
It'll guide you to the gate.
Yeah, a little guide to get you through there.
It displays your baggage claim information as well too. It'll display what's it called, the number of the baggage claim.
Oh, right, your claim ticket number.
It'll tell you all that stuff too. It gives you specific information for the country.
If you have any rewards programs, it keeps track of those for you.
If you get in the paid version as well, you can get in and it'll give you all of the visa information that you need, all the documentation that you need to get into the country. It gives you all that information, how long you can stay, what's needed to travel there, basically. It gives you health information, like if there's any vaccines that you might need or are recommended. And then there's any health concerns that are going on in that country at the time, it'll tell you that as well.
It's so cool.
I know.
I'm going to get it again. It's got international travel tools, general information, currency exchange rates, what kind of plugs you need for their sockets there, embassy information like the address and phone number and website for it. So that's kind of handy.
It'll give you the country code, the police number, the fire number, like the 911 or the 411 or whatever it is you need. It tells you about their Wi-Fi information if you need that. It tells you about driving.
Which side of the road you're supposed to be on.
If you can turn on red.
Yeah, apparently some countries you can't turn on red.
And it gives you the alcohol limit. And bonus tip, I have found by looking at the alcohol limit that some of these countries are zero tolerance. If you have any alcohol in your blood system, you get a ticket. So it's a good thing to know.
Good thing so many of those countries do a lot of walking. So.
yeah, but that's good information. If you're out having a drink or something, you don't want to be drinking.
And that gives you tipping information on whether the country you're in is tips are customary or not, and what a customary tip would be if it is something to do. So that's kind of handy.
There's other apps out there besides TripIt that I kind of wanted. I was looking at to make this video. I decided I'd see if there was anything else. We ran across TripIt years ago, and they just keep making it better and better. So it's been a great app for us. But there's one called Wanderlog. There's the Google Trip Advantages, and there's Trip Hobo. I ran across those, and they seem to do some similar things.
Reading the reviews between them, people who have compared them, it seems everybody seems to think the TripIt's the better one anyway. So we lucked out, got the right one.
So pros and cons.
Yeah.
Of the app.
Super easy to use. I mean, I don't use it that often. She does most of the stuff, but
I do.
I don't struggle with doing anything when it sends me a notification or anything like that.
It pulls from the email.
I think that's cool.
We've kind of told you some of the pros, all the pros about it. You can share with others, and if they have to pick you up to take you to the airport, it's kind of nice for them to know if there's any changes or whatever, or pick you up from the airport.
We've had some issues with that, with time changes and trying to coordinate people with picking us up.
Yeah.
They showed up like the day before, and we didn't show up because we were still where we were.
Yeah, because we told them different times or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything's all in one place. I can go to my TripIt app and I can look. I like to use it too, as I have my known traveler number in there. I have my passport number in there. I have everything in there. So if I need to, for reference, I can just go to documents and I can pull up that information to put in for my ticket or whatever. It's got live updates. Offline, you can access it offline if you needed to, and
It's handy if you're landing in a different country, you don't have a SIM yet.
Yeah,
it's easy to get to it.
It monitors everything for you. A couple cons that I ran across when I was looking, I've not found that anything that I thought it could do better, but some people were saying that they wished it had a budget tracking on the app
That'd be
itself.
nice because we have another app for that. But if it was
Yeah.
all in one place, that would
was
be
all in
that
one-
would be awesome. Yeah.
And you have to pay to get more benefits or most of the
Yeah.
benefits.
But
from
even the free stuff is pretty cool.
It's
so,
got some pretty good deal just for the free part.
but
So
for the price,
Yeah.
it's well worth it. I think to
Yeah,
get the
I-
paid version. And
I
again, we're
love
not
the-
getting
right there.
we're not getting paid for this. So
no, we're not sponsored. We
Yeah.
just like the app. We've liked it for quite a few years
Yeah.
now. So
And we kind of we got spurred on to do this because we were watching another travel channel, and they were going through this list of things they do to keep track of all their stuff, and I'm like, why don't they just use
Yeah.
TripIt? I mean,
yeah, they do a spreadsheet for it.
they got
had
spreadsheets and
all
they're
the
in their
apps are in
notes
one
and
place, in one folder,
It's
and
like,
it does
TripIt,
it all for
yeah,
you. TripIt did it all. So we really liked it over
this
the
does
years.
kind of sound like a TripIt commercial.
It does.
TripIt, get in touch, will you?
So that's about all we got on today's video. We just
Yeah.
kind of wanted to go over this app that I have fallen in love with, and it's, I don't know.
It's kind of one thing I do like. It's kind of exciting because that noise that they make in the airport, that ding ding sound, when you're getting ready for a trip, that'll come across your phone, and when it's like it's time to check in, and you're like, ooh, I'm so
yeah,
excited.
yeah. Or when it updates itself, it does.
Yeah, ding ding.
It sends you that little notification. That's the sound it makes. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind
but
of fun.
It's the little things, really.
It's been fun. But we just wanted to share that with you today because we thought, well, maybe somebody else could, be as excited about it as we are, and that's all we've got for them today. I think.
Do you have your fancy outro you were looking at?
I don't remember what it was.
Next time we'll do the fancy
Next
outro.
time.
We'll go
Or
fancy.
we could cut it in.
No, that will be fine. We'll do it next time.
Okay, we'll remember it next time.
All right. Well,
All right.
Huevos Rancheros, everybody.
See you later.
Hi, welcome to the adventures of Jeff. Oops, sorry. Let's start with not just the adventures. All right.